Why, hello everybody. I know. I'll turn it off. Okay. I know you're wondering, what's that right there? Yes, the high levels were a little bit too much for me and my family members, so it's kind of like you're saying that right out there. So yeah, you can probably guess it is a lot. I'm gonna plant some more just so I can get seeds quicker. It's only until we feel like we can play in high levels again. So yes, for a while, this is what you're gonna witness, and that's what it's gonna feel like. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong side. While I garden, I'll talk about what character I'm playing as right now. I'm playing as a balance, who is mainly a passion of hitting. I know you're wondering, balance are supposed to be healing and prepping, right? Well, mainly prepping. You'd be right, but in the route this character was in, it was impossible to do it. And it was also, I have to like carry for a while. It was okay, fine, I'll keep it back in. I'll keep the a tiny bit of music back, okay? My backpack is full because I'm doing membership anymore, so don't even worry. I'll always come back with a brand new socialize. Right now I'm going to use these instead. This is mine. I am not a professional gardener, so if there's anything I made wrong, you can let me know. And I'm going to tell you, if science schools that are popular, are they going to always be the thing you're going to use? No. I know some people are shocked that you're hearing a myth main telling you it's not. I know there's some people going like, you're not really a myth main if you don't use Rayleigh, but girl, I'm a myth main. If I'm a myth, I'm telling you I'm a myth main. You better get that in your head, because trust me, sometimes we got the answer. We don't always, but sometimes we do. We're basically the ones that used to be jockeys, but now we're just nerds. And Storm used to be nerds, but now they're jockeys. Like, trust me, I used to act like a jock sometimes, but I don't do that anymore because, well, I look like a jerk. So, just saying. Anyways, enough about like personal benefit. I know you're wondering, what's with all your pets? I know some of you are wondering like, what are you doing? Or you can add General's voice line from Watch was like, what on Mars are you doing? On playing balance, using a side tool that people think it's not a good idea. Listen, girl, whoever works, you can get the answer, works. And I'm letting you know, I figured out my side school from studying what side school I can cast and why I cannot. This character cannot cast Storm for the life of it. Cannot. Plus, I also cannot cast Life. So, if you ask me if I should be a healer, not a good idea. I'm only getting heal pet because this character is going from attacker to support. Support does not mean Heal, prep, heal, prep, heal, prep. A lot of people say support is all about healing. Your full support is your heal and just prep. That's it. Problem with that method is, are you going to help the team at all? Not likely. Because most situations, more people hit, the more you can manage to wipe them all out. The less people hitting, you're going to be carried rather than be the one carrying the team. Especially if you're in a team up of 4. I know that each category has to have a specific role, which is first, for the front spot, sun spot is tank. And now you're wondering if healer is supposed to be in the second spot. No. I'm pretty sure they had to be in the third spot because attackers has to always be in the back. Like really, they always had to be back. So it means support is in the second spot. So they're there between healer and support. And I know you're thinking they're the same thing. No, they are not. Healers only hit about 5% of the time. Like, they have to often make sure everyone's good, because the healers can't be healing without keeping themselves alive. Even if it means use that rare number. Supports have to multi everything. From tanking, to prepping, to healing, to hitting. Full support means you do all 4 roles. And you're in control of all of it. It means you have to juggle, you have to manage, you got to know when to use it. Well, if you're saying you're half support if you're 2 out of 4 things. You're a full support on storm or death if you have if your cycle is balanced and your death or storm, your full support is only 3 numbers. So I'm not sure what else is gonna be. So, anyways, hold on, I gotta mute my mic for a second. But however, it doesn't always mean it's a exact idea to do it. That's why I'm a myth main and only based on info learned. I figured this from the brain. I use a lot of brain to figure out the math. I know a lot of people are going to like, you're dumb if you use math. Well, sheesh, I didn't know that English is a doom thing as well. English is doom, science is doom, history is doom, if math is doom, right? So, if you don't know Wizzard101 or Pirate101, I'm playing Wizzard101 right now. This is balance. This is the one that juggles everything. That keeps everything in check. It keeps from fire, ice, storm, the elementals in check, and also the spiritual, myth, life, death. Which is the cycle I have on this character is myth. If you can tell already, which should be obvious, the word myth should be right there, and the logo also tells you who it is. The other cycles are moon, sun, star. Then you got shadow, and then this is not a very important logo. This one isn't. Like, let's be real. And how am I able to like help the team out? as a balance that is mainly all about hitting. The one hint I'll give you is it requires pay attention to your gear. This mother flipper is what you want. You have to at least have 170 or above to be considered at max level to be a hitter. I know some supports can reach that, but not all. I mean, if you're more of a tank and or a support, you don't necessarily have to. But if you're a hitter, you need to. No matter what school you are, if you're the main hitter, you gotta get higher than at least 170 when you're a max level. And to be a hitter, you have to at least have a lot more, the most amount of damage at start, because you won't get crit until you enter Celestia, and then Celestia, then onwards, you make sure you balance your crit and damage, unless you're Fire, Ice, Storm, and Death, because those require only 1 out of 2, which is Fire and Ice require damage, Death and Storm require crit. And I'll tell you what those schools are meant to be in their own groups eventually when I get to them. Right now, the reason why my myth is more of a hitter style is because I had to set her up that way, and sometimes it's a successful character. If it's successful, if it's a fail character, you already know it's a fail one. Fail ones are hard to find unless you keep going with Piper's schools side school every time, and honestly, you're gonna have a high chance of a failed character. Unless your side school you chose is just life, and you actually end up being able to cast life without a problem. I know life is a very common side school to get, but it does not always guarantee that the next character's side school is life. I can guarantee you that. It does not always mean the same thing. So, on the older account, I kind of based it on, like, what cycles they can be, and also setting to which lead to what the result. I have 2 side schools on the old account. The new account, I only have 1 side school because I felt like that would be a lot easier. Keep count. On the old account, I didn't really test them all, but it works anyways. The new account I have, I'm not going to mention it right now because 1, I'm not even at max, and 2, it's best for me. It's best for you guys to have a patience like a turtle. If you want me to show you my new account, okay? And also, you guys have to, like, not be so judgy. Because, well, on your new account, I somehow made a female character. You know, like, a lot of people would say they're not scary. They're meant to be pretty. Girl, I end up accidentally making a scary character. Only on a female character. Like, when I made that character first, I didn't really think of much until I put on a wig on her, and that's when I was like, look like a Mexican mother. Though I should probably change it eventually, but just for the sake of it, I want like save gold. I ain't fixing it. Unfortunately, I'm not fixing it because, well, let's be real, it's not time. And plus, a new account, it's a large responsibility. Like, if you had an account for around some time, you're gonna be rich on it eventually. So what's wrong with that? The new accounts, if like you just made a new account or you're brand new to the game, you had to be real careful with gold mainly, because when your gold is low, really low, and you need a good pet, good luck grinding unless you are in the Pacific world and area, but you need membership first, which is, that's unfortunately the sad part. I know we're rapidly on about characters and all, but I mean, if we're bringing back Wizard and Pirate to this channel, I might as well just be honest, like what the new character's going, one of the new characters going to look like. One of them looks like a scary mother, if I have to be honest. Like the character looked like a mother that has disciplined people before for not doing chores at all. That's all I can tell you, because if it's very obvious by now, if you image it just a little bit, you're not gonna be, you're probably gonna be afraid of what it's gonna look like. And I don't know, a lot of people are not gonna say it looks like a scary mother, but dude, if I tell you it is look like a horror movie, just put your boots on and just prepare to walk up the door. Okay. Anyways, sorry for rambling on. I need to focus on the subject. Sorry. I just trying to get back to the root of laptop recording. It's been a while since I've recorded this thing, and I know some of you are thinking, it's not been a while. Well, if you ask me, it actually is. It's because, well, one, I haven't recorded anything on this for months, so, and especially ever since the voice mod 3.0 has been added, I couldn't really use it. Because the customization there wasn't really like custom voice to where I actually can manage to squeeze in the character that I love using a lot into talking. And plus, it's really weird as well. I'll use voice mod, try to sound like a character of mine that I kind of ended up making. Because I know a lot of people would wonder if that's a woman or a girl. It's actually a male character, but like, if you need to explain the lore, if you need the lore explained, just look back in time and you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, you'll know what I'm talking about. Enough about yapping. Sorry if I'm rapping like randomly right now. I'm just happy to be recording and talking to you guys again. You know, I don't sound like it. Sound like I'm being bloody and like hitting you like with some math questions like a math teacher. But in reality, I'm just happy to at least be able to record video games again. At least, nothing that's gonna make me be afraid if my YouTube account's gonna get hacked or not. Which is a good thing if you think about it. Anyways, back to this character. You're wondering what's the point of the character being with a high damage if it's going to support? The routes are being swapped around, and which is characters are being swapped around just to fix and try to at least like manageable where nothing's going to be a problem where it's not two people on one account or two same schools, you know, that kind of stuff. The side schools don't really matter, it's the main schools that matter, which is the big logo, not the tiny one, big one. I know you're wondering, how do I get this? You have to be level 85 at the minimum. 85, not joking, 85. 85 is the minimum level to enter the Croc area, just so you can learn. But you're wondering, how can it get worse? You have to like do the tutorial, which is I know not a lot of people are a fan of. Tutorials can be annoying if you've been around for some time. But I would recommend you actually learn it, because trust me, my mom, well, not mom, sorry, my family members could not figure out what this thing right here means for a while. This thing, which is, and especially in the battlefield. In the battlefield, I'll show you what the battlefield looks like. Anyways, wondering if this character should have been attacked there, I would say yes, because, well, one, like, who wouldn't deny a balance? Well, sorry, let me rephrase my words. Who would deny a balance hitting just in case they need a hitter? I mean, especially if you think about life, ice, and a balance in a row with a death, and all of them don't want to hit, you got balance. Problem solved. I know some of you are wondering why. Most people would say balance are the more tankier characters. Hate to tell you this, that is cap actually. They're the most powerful ones. Even though yes, they have more resistance fire and storm combined, but no, they don't have more resistance to myth. And now you're wondering why you say that. Myth might have similar health to. Anyways, like I said, what I'm talking about is like these things here, which is swap swings around. Because that's me. I'm gonna get that dog. I mean, that's just let alone how powerful I can be. And now you're wondering, if you're able to do that to balance, are you able to do it to life? I'll save that for as a treat, okay? Right now, oh yeah, I gotta still train it. But see, if you're wondering why is that a number, that's for those that don't have membership, so yeah. So yeah, for me to be able to go this on it again, I gotta make sure I get rid of these things. Which is, will take a while because I take my time. One thing I guarantee you won't need here. Before we continue on, let's go. I forgot to put mine on Do Not Disturb, but don't even worry about Discord notification. I'll take care of that when I'm not on recording, okay? So, let's get this. Let's get all this set up. When I need it again, I'll come back for it, okay? Until then, I don't need it. Yes, I do this. It just would be a bit terrible. I don't care if it's a waste, but gotta get rid of it somehow. And don't worry, if I need to, I can go crying again. So, how does this side school thing work? First, you need to be, it's highly recommended you do it at the very start. Because the spells will be the most accurate there, because later on in time, the spells will be more manipulative. So yeah, the very beginning is the only time you can get the true results. So, and it depends on the side school you get. It's not going to be the same result on every main school. Some will have similar results, some will have completely different results. I'll tell you what right now, what mine is more of with my side school being myth. On balance. This character is more of a attack. It can juggle roles, but it mainly has to stay attacker. So it's all that. Man, I dearly miss being here. Well, I'm feeling like zone now, but I got a video to do. I can't do that. I know it's getting really boring. No, I'll tend to it later when I'm done recording. So this is my eyes, believe it or not. This one is Side Storm. This one has to be thrown from attacker to support, and you can probably guess how useful is ice. Shields, sure, but that's all you're gonna be good for. But I'm doing support stuff. Like, how is that useful even? Just like, if you have the sword with you, then yeah, that's the only time you can prep, man. Like, that's not bad, man. Like, I'm not kidding. I figure out my sexual storm on nice. Now let me tend the garden before we continue on. And I forgot this could be of somewhere. Let me show the highest damage I got on this character. Yes, you're seeing that right. I turned this fire pet into an ice attacker pet. You heard that right. I know I'm getting bored too, don't worry, it's not that. So yeah, I know some. Yeah, this is a attacker, but you probably guess this would be my worst support I got of all time. Even worse than the other support character I got. That's ice, because at least it made sense, which is on the new account I have ice that does life. Yes, I'll work on Game Pixie on that account. I only had 3 healers on that account. One that could potentially be tanking and hitting, 1 actual tank, and 1 actual attacker. And I have 2 lives, and one of them is more of a normal life healer type of stuff, but with a twist of side scoping balance. The other one is your unusual, but to me it's normal type of lifestyle I do, which is attack. I know some of you are thinking also like, why? Why would you do that? Why not? It's fun. If you gotta get to learn something, you got to do it. And you see what I'm saying a little bit? Like, I get to learn another thing about is if you give it a little chance. And yes, I eventually got to like put out yawning for days if I don't get myself scrapping back into break. I get bored easily, so yeah, I gotta think of something that's interesting to me. I don't think there's anything interesting at the moment, so I am taking on my headphones because I don't want elements right here. I know I'm not really entertaining enough because I'm yarning, but however, at least I'm trying something, okay? Look, when I gotta tend my stuff, I got to tend it. On this old account, I have old schools. My storm until I get a slot. I mean, you know what I mean. A 7th one for me to make to make a storm finally. I only have 1 store on my own at the moment, so yeah. And the only storm I got at site school is death. Not ice, death. So yeah, it really can do things. Fantastic. Is it very useless? No, the character is far away from useless. And I even make sure the gear is proper. This character is just more of that girl. This is my storm. I know it's not Max, but I can tell you what this was Ray, and that was the one reason I can do something on my own. Because every time I do, sorry. This is my life. It's high school size, and you're wondering, what are you then? I'm a doctor. Was a tank, then swapped the role to attacker because didn't want to experience of 2 lives in a room with a fire and storm, being told to be healing with the other lives, like they didn't need a 3rd hitter anymore, and the common sense thrown out the window anymore. You're wondering why this character is no longer a tank and no longer like a full-time healer. Like, sometimes one very extremely bad moment can cause someone to quit the role and try a different role on the same school. You know? So yeah, and it was in the catacombs to make it worse. I know some people are going like, man, I feel bad, man. What did they do to you? Did they traumatize you? Mentally, oh yeah. Like it was the worst idea I ever seen. Like I know some of you have thought like something that makes no sense, but these guys took the next level. As in, like, they did not think they need a 3rd hitter, so they banned life being hitting with them altogether, and well, they regret it as soon as they told me it's just being heal mode. And what makes it worse is the other life has no accuracy. That level 130 dungeon, fighting against 2 dudes. One from the future, one from the past. Like, what? What you mean by that, bro? Like, I know you guys, if you recognize, if you remember Diana Windshield, that's the character this character used by the Golden Name by. Now it's Eno Harpy Summoner, which makes more sense. Yeah. You two made me quit playing healer completely. So yeah. Yeah, that's all that was. Oh, sorry, I'm feeling tired, so I know videos are not supposed to be taking this long, but however, I'm happy to at least talk to you guys. If I am tired, As long as I'm having fun, that's all I care about. I don't give a flip about the content. I don't give a flip about that. I just only am doing this to entertain you guys. That's all I do. And that's a mission I'll always go by. Making sure you guys had a wonderful time. Being here, being my friend. Life of me and you guys enjoying my day. Even if I make plethora of mistakes, I'll be happy to still see you guys. I know it sounds like a lot, but trust me, you guys being here does make sense. And sorry to say that I'm not the best at words, so forgive me. I'm not I'm not the grammar please. So you're more welcome to bring that one. Just you know what I mean. I'm making myself at this point because I want to you guys enjoy the game, okay?